Okay, considering this is Friday evening, I'm going to walk you through my weekday coffee prep. I do my coffee prep, half of it at night, so I'll do that first, and then I'll talk you through the prep that I do in the morning, because we do make 2 pots of coffee for the day. First thing I do is I take my coffee grinder and my 8 o'clock beans, and I grind my beans. We prefer to buy beans versus grounds because we feel that they're fresher, because you can grind them as you go. I usually have to grind about twice a week beans, but that's okay because it does taste fresher. And I usually store them in a Maxwell House coffee container. So yeah, I need to make coffee. Sorry for the poor quality of recording. I'm doing this before my daughter has friends over for the evening for a bonfire, because they have friends home from South Carolina. Bye, grind. And our previous coffee maker was a Keurig, and then we would still grind our own and make our own pods because it was cheaper and it was more green to do it that way versus using all those plastic pods. So we don't, it takes a while to grind up beans to the right consistency we like, because when we used to do it with the Keurig, you wanted them a little bigger or they would all just go right through the pod thing. So we got in the habit of kind of like doing that with our grinder, just to make sure we get all the beans. I always tap it because I can make a mess in a heartbeat. Okay. So here are my coffee grounds. And so then I need to get a coffee filter. If I can get it out. I put my coffee filter in. And my husband, he gets the first pot of coffee in his thermos because he'll drink coffee at work all day because they don't have really great coffee maker at work. So his thermos will hold about 8 cups of coffee, and he likes his coffee that he can actually see through it. So I kind of go a little lighter when I scoop my coffee into a teaspoon. Is that a teaspoon? I don't even know what I use. Yeah, my teaspoon. So I usually do light 4 teaspoons of coffee for him. This helps to save his stomach. So there's our coffee. So I will scoot it around. And then we have a pure water filter. Just for personal preference, because our water is very hard at home, and there was a time when we were going through a drought that the water was coming from a different water supply, so we just kept it on. So for this one, I do about 8 to 9 cups of coffee in the coffee pot. I don't need this at that. I'll have you watch that. I do hit brew option, because if you look, did you see it? I don't want to mess up my time. We brew coffee at 4:30 in the morning. That's when the first pot goes on. Okay, so I got about 8 cups. So I pour that in. And I usually don't pour the coffee lid into the coffee pot. So that one's all set up. Let me make sure I got brew set on. because we'll use it tomorrow morning since it, well, if we were going to be a weekday. And that's all set up. Then in the morning when I wake up, naturally I have a full pot of coffee. I pour it in here for him, and then I make my coffee. I do the same thing. I get a coffee filter. I usually make between 10 to 12 cups because my 15-year-old daughter and my 20-year-old daughter also drink coffee. We do like it a little darker, so I will add more coffee grounds. And then I just brew that one as soon as this one's done and it's poured into his thermos. I get mine going because that's usually about 5:10. I'm downstairs and I need a cup of coffee.